What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I had to take a mandatory leave from pretty much all social media, including the channel. So I have a couple of videos I'm working on. I have a few updates on the Porsche if you're following that build. But anyways, today's video is about the new drift car that we're going to be sending this season. I just picked it up pretty recently, and I got a ton of parts we're going to be installing this week. So this will be the first part of this series leading up to the first event that is like 6 days from now on Saturday. So it's pretty crunch time trying to get everything ready for that, especially with other stuff that I have going on. Trying to find the time to get that car done is going to be pretty challenging. But yeah, let's go check it out. So if you followed the previous drift videos, you know that I had a C6 that I drifted, and that car now belongs to Call It Davis or Adam LZ, and I got an RX-7 chassis that I was going to build into like an LS swap drift car. It just ended up being too much work, more than I wanted to take on this season as like a seat time car. So I got another Corvette. I think it's a little bit cleaner than the C6 I had, but I'm kind of biased. So yeah, this season back in a vet. I really didn't plan to be back in a vet. I sold all the extra drift stuff that I had for my C6, and I kind of just went full dummy boy with this car. I got coilovers, an angle kit, a hydro, all kinds of stuff coming in. I'm waiting on some seats, and basically we're probably going to start tearing this car apart tomorrow for the drift event that is at the end of this week. So it's a 99 C5 factory LS1. It doesn't really have mods, which I kind of like. It's a pretty stock car. It has like an intake and like a catback. But it's kind of clapped out, I'm not gonna lie. It's got these weird non-flip-up headlights and this kind of cool paint job. I don't know if you could see that in the light, but I kind of like the color, which is one of the reasons why I got it. I've already put 18s in the rear. It had some like ZR1 19s, just so I could kind of get a feel for it. And I put this big wing that was off my FD. But yeah, let's check out all the cool stuff that this car has. So the first thing I noticed when I got the car is it has no door handles. Like, they're just completely gone. I think whoever painted it was trying to go for like, I don't even know, honestly. So this window is just permanently down, so you can go in here and open the door. But again, I mean, this is a drift car. Like, I literally am okay with the fact that this car will probably be wrecked at some point. So I'm not really like super caught up with all the, you know, weird issues that it has. It is a glass top, which is pretty cool. You can kind of like get some light. I don't know. I liked the T-top on my C6, so that was kind of a cool option. But yeah, pretty clapped. It's definitely been in a wreck at some point. It looks like the airbag cover is kind of out. The inside is decent. This car's like 20 years old, you have to remember, but it is an LS1 T56 car, so a factory LS1 swap drift car. That's what you want, for sure. But yeah, let's fire it up. So one thing that is kind of different than my C6 is it has a key. It's not push start, but it honestly runs pretty good, and I've definitely gotten it a little sideways. Yeah, there's not really a lot I can do, honestly. I'm just gonna put all the drift mods and send it. All the weird little issues, like I said, I don't really care about, and I probably won't, just because it's gonna be like a complete drift car. I think realistically I'll probably gut the car out if I have time before this event. My goal is to just have this as like a full-time track car, so I don't really see like the need to have like stereo or AC or heat. I don't even think the AC works in here, honestly. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about putting like a little pull tab on the outside of the door just to open it, and then kind of looking into like polycarbonate windows or something like that. I mean, you know, I feel like I got a decent deal on it for the RX-7, and it's been pretty reliable. I've been kind of beating it up this week just to test it. So, you know, I think it'll be a good drift car. It's way underpowered compared to the C6. Like, Butt Dyno definitely tells me that this car probably has 100 less horsepower than the C6 did. Just the torque isn't there, the horsepower, it's completely different. And I'm kind of interested to see how that's going to play out. I got a better angle kit and a hydro, so I'm hoping, and suspension, better suspension. So I'm hoping that kind of picks up the slack of the less power. But you know, if worse comes to worse, I'll probably take the engine out and replace it with something bigger, or just kind of start doing mods to the engine. My hope is that the engine survives this drift season, and I don't really have to do anything to it, but I guess we'll see. It's, you know, pretty much an untested car. It is higher mileage. I think it's got like 120, 130. I don't really know, but that's what my C6 had, and supposedly the C6 was all stock. So I think you can take it, but we'll see. We're gonna take it out this weekend, hopefully, and get a feel for it. So yeah, let's go for a cruise.
Thank you for calling your local Geico office. Our office is open over the phone for your insurance needs during our business hours. Walk-in service is not available at this time. Your call may be recorded for quality purposes. Para español, marque 7. How can I help you today? You can say, get a quote on a new policy. Sorry, to get a quote on a new policy. Sorry, I still didn't get that. Let me get someone to help you.
Trash Geico service. Alright, so we're getting insurance on the Corvette so we can go take it out for a drive, mostly legally. Alright, so we got insurance on the Corvette. Let's roll! So this is the Corvette parts shelf, and I'm literally hoping to get all that stuff put on, aligned, and tested days before the event. So it's really going to be a crunch, and you know, honestly, I just hope it goes well. I don't even have tires or extra wheels yet, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so I've been out of the vlog life because of an injury I sustained like 2 months ago. I'm not really going to get into it, but it basically made it so I couldn't do anything. And I'm still kind of like 10-20% of what I normally do. So I hired one of my friends. He joined the team. His name is Gabe. You'll probably see him in future videos. Big old goofy head. Look at that goofy head. So yeah, we just got insurance. I got all the necessary paperwork to make this a legal drive. Let's go. You have door handles on your car? That's dumb. You don't know how to mod cars if you have door handles. Real OGs open their cars from the inside. So, besides having no door handles, you can really tell a car is quality when there's wood screws holding everything together. Wood screws are definitely a mark of quality craftsmanship. I mean, look at that guy. Really doing a great job down there. Got ourselves a custom stereo system, because none of this stuff works. But besides that, besides all of that, the car is pretty decent. just like driving down the street and a crackhead just started laughing at us because of the spoiler on the car. Like, honestly, the funniest reaction from the spoiler. Like, people don't expect a big, giant, like, crappy spoiler on a American Corvette. It was so funny. Like, dude's literally walking to the bus stop cracking up at us. I can't. It's hilarious. Alright, so we had to stop for gas before we drive this thing anymore. And literally nothing works. So, like, the gas button doesn't do anything. Like, nothing works in the whole car except for the engine and tranny. So, you gotta, like, crawl to the back. And there's this little tab. And you just pull that. And that's how you put gas in this car. So yeah, if you want to buy a late model 20-year-old Corvette, this is what you have to look forward to. Gas door open. Alright guys, so you know, pretty short video just kind of showing you the Corvette. We are going to get started on making this thing a drift car pretty much right now. So that'll probably be the next video in this short series. And then the last one will probably be us shredding it. So yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I did, especially, you know, having crackheads yell at us. So we will see you guys in the next one. See ya.